William Shatner does not act his age.
Here.
At 93, he still rides his beloved show horse in the same way he's lived his life, with uncommon talent and lots of gusto.
Not only is your lifespan a testament to longevity, and I'd be curious what your secrets are, and if it involves horses.
Yeah, well, horses being an example of doing something you like.
Is that the secret to longevity?
I'm surrounded by things and people that I want to be with and want to do.
You're in it. You're into it. Whatever you're doing.
Well, I think so. I don't just have a dog. I have a dog, you know?
Completely.
His outsized passion,
Risk is our business.
infused into his long roster of memorable characters, turning him into one of the most recognizable actors across decades.
The needs of the many outweigh
the needs of the few.
Star Trek's Captain Kirk, Boston Legal's Denny Crane,
Denny Crane.
T.J. Hooker,
4 Adam 30, now westbound on Ellendale.
and before that, he ventured into the Twilight Zone.
There's a man out there.
What?
The other day, I was walking with my daughter on one of the streets. Somebody waved hello and passing by in a car. Hey, Bill, we love you. And my daughter said, imagine walking around, people waving at you and saying, we love you. That's a product of a lot of time, a lot of shows.
So you started working
I started working on it, and I thought,
We caught up with Shatner in his happy place on a windswept day in the Santa Monica Mountains with his prized horses and his equestrian wife of 24 years, Elizabeth. And he is not slowing down. He's still throwing himself into countless projects, hosting the popular History Channel show, The Unexplained, which needs no explanation.
what is it? Where does it come from? How many are there?
Hello.
Of course, there are the endless TV appearances on classics like The Big Bang Theory.
You're William Shatner.
You can call me Bill.
Oh, can I call you Captain?
No.
And Third Rock from the Sun.
I looked out the window and I saw something on the wing of the plane. The same thing happened to me.
Plus his indelible roles in movies like Miscongeniality.
Describe your perfect date.
I'd have to say April 25th, because it's not too hot, not too cold.
Born into a Jewish family in Montreal, his career started early on TV and on stage.
When you think back to your boyhood in Canada, was Hollywood always the dream? Was acting always the dream?
I've been led by some unexplained force. But I was in a play when I was 6 years old and moved the audience and applause, and my father picked me up and said, my boy, Bill. So something, that approbation, made me continue on. I've never done anything else.
For many fans, it's his swashbuckling portrayal of James T. Kirk over 30 years, headstrong and charismatic, that helped launch an enduring franchise with movies and merchandise. But the original Star Trek show was canceled in 1969 after just 3 seasons.
Well, I had just come off of the Shakespeare Company.
You were a Shakespearean thespian.
You're right, so-
now you're
so-
a starship captain.
Right.
In every revolution, there's one man with a vision.
Except that there's an energy that stage actors need to have. So I gave it that kind of impulse. I think I've learned over the subsequent years to do less, but I'm not sure that if something else came up like that I wouldn't have that same theatrical energy that I think is commanding your attention.
Star Trek broke boundaries with a multicultural flight crew. There was that famous interracial on-screen kiss, not to mention Kirk's many intergalactic romances. It gave fans a glimpse into a new world of possibilities.
Star Trek offers a ray of hope. Star Trek is a future. Star Trek is 400 years from now, when technology, instead of demeaning us, has brought us forward, has saved us.
Star Trek has earned him generations of devoted fans.
But I think there was a sense afterwards where you were typecast. People saw you not as William Shatner, the actor, but as Captain Kirk.
as a leading man. Not too bad.
For a time, he struggled to find other TV roles. He even poked a little fun at the Trek phenomenon on Saturday Night Live.
Some of you have traveled, hundreds of miles to be here. I'd just like to say, get a life, will you, people?
Ultimately, he embraced the legions of fans who still show up at conventions like this recent GalaxyCon in Columbus, Ohio.
When I got introduced to Star Trek, I was like 3 years old. He's one of my first early childhood memories of watching him in the captain's chair.
James T. Kirk.
I go sign some autographs, post for some pictures, but I go basically to spend an hour in front of an audience, having the best time. Everybody's laughing, we're having a great time, I'm discovering. It's a shame to have to leave.
Yet in some ways, he's never left. He's authored bestsellers in the Tech War series, won a couple of Emmys for Denny Crane, recorded a dozen spoken word albums, and launched a one-man show about his life on Broadway.
Got a guy.
Of course, he famously became a pitchman for Priceline.com, for which he got paid in stock.
A 4-star hotel in Chicago? I'm on it.
And the dot-com bubble went, I thought, wow, we're rich. I couldn't sell it for a year and a half, and I'm watching it go down. And finally, it was less than what it was worth. It was like 25 cents, and I sold it for 25 cents. And a year later, it was up about $1,000 or something.
Oh, no. There's an urban myth that you made $600 million on that
deal. That's it. I
only
was
urban
supposed to
legends
make
were
$600 million. It never happened. I think what I'll do.
Shatner says it's not money that motivates him. It's that endless sense of adventure, highlighted in his new fan-funded documentary, You Can Call Me Bill.
I haven't changed the world. But what is a legacy are the good deeds.
He did ultimately boldly go where not many have gone before, launching at the age of 90, the oldest man in outer space, literally, with Blue Origin.
I am overwhelmed. I have no idea.
A journey that he says profoundly changed his view of our precious planet.
How did it move you?
To seeing the world as many astronauts have, with this overview of how small it is, how precious it is. But imagine all the things that are going extinct that we don't know existed. How sad is that? And that's what I realized made me weep.
After a 7-decade career, Shatner says he is grateful for his 3 children and 5 grandchildren, and for his life's work, still eager to explore the final frontier.
Is there a thread that connects those dots of your career?
I don't see a connecting thread. What I see is anticipation of things to come. I don't want to die.
You're just going to keep living and working.
I hope.
Perhaps you're immortal.
I hope.
We hope so too. William Shatner's documentary, You Can Call Me Bill, is in select theaters and will begin streaming on April 16th.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.